Matt Hambelton, Garcia here, continuing with our basic Jiu Jitsu techniques. We're working everything from guard in this series. We're going to go now into the arm bar. So this is the arm bar from the guard. So as always, I'm pulling guard in. I got my guard nice and tight. The first thing to remember is to select the arm. Whichever arm I select, keep in mind, the arm I select, that's the side my hips are going out to. So if I select his right arm, my hips need to come out to the same side as this arm. This is how you remember which way to get your hips out to. This arm I select, my hips need to come out. There's various ways of moving your hips out. I can open the guard, put a foot in the hip, shift my hips out. If I'm strong, I can keep my hips tight and I could lift up and over. Or if I have to, I can drop my foot, shift my hips out. The key is, no matter which way or what you need, as long as your butt crack itself is lined up with his knee and touching his knee, you know your hips are out. So I can be here, lift and shift my hips out. You'll notice the middle of my butt is lined up directly with his knee. This is giving me the proportion to get my leg over his head. I have his arm clasped in two different places, once at the wrist, once at the instep of the arm. Elbows are nice and tight. Taking the outside leg, lifting it up and over his neck, pulling up, and giving me the arm bar. My knees pinch together, slightly flex my hips up towards the ceiling, and I have my tap. So again, I come up, I select the arm, nice and tight. I could shift my hips out, arm comes over, extend, and I get my arm bar. Same thing, switching position. I pull my guard, I select the arm, I shift my hips out. If I can't get them out far enough, I can use my foot, come to here, nice and tight. This leg's going to come over, under the neck, lift, pinch the knees together, slightly flex the hips up towards the ceiling until you get a tap. Other side, I grab, hips come out, foot up and over, pinching together, getting my tap. Same thing, other side, coming in. I have guard nice and tight, selecting the arm. I can grab the arm either by selection or by force, and then shifting my hips out. And as you've seen this time, I opened my guard, squeezed it, got my hips to shift out without dropping my legs, still keeping my knees pinched together to hold them, holding at the wrist and the instep. Foot's going to come up and over underneath the neck, pinch together, and I have my arm bar. If I flex up, or I can roll him all the way to his back if necessary. Then from here, slight flex to the ceiling, and I get my tap. And there you go, arm bar from the guard.